Try this one. This one looks tight. Try this one right here. I'm calling it. Calling it. Oh, there is one. Yeah. It was a late October morning, and me and my son Nathan took a trip down to the Pine Barrens to look for some common herps. Let's see how we do. It's a little eastern fence lizard. These guys are ubiquitous in the Pine Barrens. It's got a little broken off tail there. Cute. I'm gonna let Nate do some flipping on some good looking logs next to this vernal here. Nothing. Go the other way. I know that worked. Nothing. That wasn't really tight enough. Try this one. This one looks tight. Try this one right here. I'm calling it. Calling it. Oh, there is one. Yeah. Actually, it looks like it might be a male. Flip a few more things. Nothing. Nothing. Oh, that one looked good. All right. Let's get this. Ethical herping ethics moment. Make sure you put all your cover back the way you got it. Yeah, let's try this one. Flip it this way. Oh, I hate to do this. Hold on. I'm probably stepping in sugar grass. Go ahead. Yep. Okay. 3. Oh, no, there's 4. So let me show a little difference here. We have these more silvery ones. This should be the female. This dirty one is a female. See, this one's a little more white. That one's a little more white. Those should be the males. I'll put one next to each so you can see the difference. See that difference? Male, female.
Do you think they're about to lay their eggs?
Yeah, I don't really know how long it takes. Man, this male right here is super nice.
Yeah. That's good digging.
Yeah, we'll cover these guys up and kind of seal them in with some leaves. Make sure that the humidity is right. So there's a male-female comparison. The female's closer. There you go, girl. That's her log. I'm gonna make sure these guys get back nice and safe. Marbled salamander and Ambystoma opacum. We have marbled salamanders here, which is a species of mole salamander. It's Ambystoma opacum. And the neat thing about these guys is they are fall breeders, and they probably evolved that way so there wasn't so much competition. So behind me you see a vernal pool. So what they'll do is they'll show up at the edges of these pools, and they'll mate and they'll lay eggs, and they'll wait for this vernal to fill up over the winter, hopefully before winter happens, and flood the burrows with their eggs. The eggs hatch into little polywogs or tadpoles, whatever you want to call them, salamander larvae, and then they spread out and they grow throughout the winter, and then they usually emerge in this area or in the Pine Barrens in like Mayish as small little metamorphs on the streets that end up getting run over. And that's one of the things we like to do in the spring is move amphibians off the road. So you want to come take a quick look at this. This is a male marbled salamander. The males are more striking white, whereas the females are like a duller gray on the black. And he's just waiting for a female. We didn't see any eggs yet, so I'm kind of surprised because it's October now. So I'm going to show a little bit of the process on how I photograph these guys. So hopefully, I try not to use my fingers because I feel like they can feel the heat and they don't like that. So I'll usually position them with a stick like that. So I think he's ready to cooperate now. So watch this. I like to get the head up so they don't look dead or defensive, and then get my shot. I'm not super happy with that tail, but Nate's got some head-on shots right now, so that's okay. But for a field guide shot, I'd like to get that tail curl around. And if you can see, he actually has a swollen cloaca that's back by the base of his tail. That's because he hasn't bred yet, or, you know, he's just ready to go. And this is what we're going for. Nate's got the angle. Now, of course, this is completely unnatural, but we want to show these guys off the best we can. Make them look cute, make them look personable, try to reach a broader audience. Not everybody is a herper or a herp enthusiast, so just trying to show people what we like about them and get people to start caring about them a little bit. Because as you can see, they're just tiny little gummy lizards. You saw Nate's fingers right there, how small these are. Check these out. We got a nice little log handle here. Nothing. I'll get that one when I have both my hands free. Nothing. Hold on. Oh, yes. We have a beautiful marbled and a tiger salamander. So this is an eastern tiger salamander, endangered in New Jersey. Actually, years ago, I worked to try and improve the ponds out here for the state of New Jersey so that they would protect them from all the off-roaders. And they did. They dragged tree stumps in, but the people around here just dragged the tree stumps out of the way, and there's all tire tracks through here. So who knows how much longer this population here is going to be viable. Just picking some stuff along the edge of this vernal here. Well, I was looking for salamanders, but here's a big eastern fence lizard. Take a closer look at this lizard, which is hanging on to me for dear life. It's a pretty one. This is one of 3 lizards we have here in southern Jersey. We have these guys, 5-line skinks and ground skinks, or little brown skinks, whatever name you want to go by. Another look at this guy. I'm thinking this is a male. Yeah, it's male, because these patches right here on the ventral will turn a really neon blue in breeding season. You can kind of see a little hint of it there on the chin. You really need to watch out for these guys. They can put a hurting on you. They're monsters, I tell you. Okay, so no lie, I got called for a snake removal once and drove 45 minutes, right? And we get to this house and this lady is like, I got a copperhead, and there's like, she had this piles of buckets all stacked up 8 feet on top of each other. So we remove it and it's a ringneck this size. I'm not shitting you at all. So check this out. This isn't a habitat destruction, but this guy literally figured out a way into this. So imagine what we walk past. Let's see if I can get him out of here. You see him? Can you zoom in on him? Is that crazy or what? So I was just telling Nate that this kind of stuff, vernal's right here, looks decent because it's in the shade. I mean, I'm sure the sun changes, but like you can see it's like rotten wood. So it's like gonna keep some moisture. There's a marbled right there. Another species that we totally take for granted. Look at the colors on this 5-line skink. Look at that blue tail. This is a juvenile. They lose a tail as they become adults. But man, what a freaking lizard right here in our backyard. So this spot, it's just small, but it's got some nice boards I found earlier in the year. This is only the second time I've been here. Go ahead. Stuff's really wet. Yeah, that kind of looks moved. Yeah, stuff is super wet. I'm not too hopeful with the micro habitat here. We got that wop here. Got some wet ass plywood. Lead phase redback. The tiny little black widow. Showing my finger for size reference. Well, that thing could do some damage. If you let it, of course. As you can see, it wants nothing to do with me.